Time is it, J-Mo?
It's One Wellness Nerd Out time! Yeah!
What's up, you guys? Happy When Wellness Nerd Out time. And today, I want to talk about a few ways we can naturally suppress our appetite. All right, so let's get right into it. One thing we can take is glucagon-like peptide 1. That's glucagon-like peptide 1. And that delays gastric emptying, or the emptying of food from the stomach. Because the primary function of the stomach is actually storage, right? Also, glucagon-like peptide 1 delays gastric motility and hence peristaltic contractions, which are just synchronized gastric motility, right? So, GLP-1, ACV, apple cider vinegar, I'm sure you've heard of, for suppressing appetite. Chill out. For suppressing appetite. And apple cider vinegar delays gastric emptying as well. Now, the biggest one I want to talk about here is soluble fiber. Getting your soluble fiber is enormous. And where do we find soluble fiber? Well, we find it in legumes, flax seeds, grains, oatmeal, sweet potatoes, other vegetables, cruciferous veggies, Brussels sprouts, broccoli. We find in dark leafy greens, kale, spinach, Swiss chard. We find it in berries. We find it in fruit, oranges, grapefruit. Those are the types of things we find soluble fiber in. And the reason it's so important for your body and its ability to suppress appetite, it delays gastric emptying as well. So all three do that. 2, it actually increases levels of hormones associated with being satiated, right? Feeling full and satisfied, such as GLP-1 itself, like we were just talking about. Cholecystokinin would be another one, and peptide YY would be a third type of hormone that soluble fiber would stimulate the release of, and it would suppress the release of lower levels of hunger hormones like ghrelin, for example, with soluble fiber. Does soluble fiber. Additionally, it feeds our gut bacteria. And we know that having a diverse, flourishing gut microbiome is associated with things like reduced belly fat and weight loss in itself, right? And what happens is these gut bacteria, they eat the soluble fiber. They have enzymes that can break down this soluble fiber. And when they break it down via the process of fermentation, then they form these short-chain fatty acids. And short-chain fatty acids can slow the rate of fat storage and increase the rate of fat burning, or either or. They're not sure exactly the mechanism by which short-chain fatty acids decrease body fat or belly fat in studies, but higher levels of short-chain fatty acids is associated with decreased belly fat, decreased fat in general, body fat. So pretty interesting stuff. A few things you want to get. A lot of soluble fibers, definitely number 1. You can try out glucagon-like peptide 1 and apple cider vinegar if you're looking to suppress appetite. We had a question about that today, so I thought it'd be a great thing to talk about. I was talking about that with my buddy this morning. So great topic. Hope you guys got something out of it. That's all we got for you today. You have a fantastic rest of your night and happy When Wellness. Thank you.